boudoir. So, without further ado, let's play the board game. Well, by now, we're 45 episodes into the Doc Watkins Show, ladies and gentlemen. That's 45, and yes, it is a total coincidence. By now, after 45 episodes, you probably know how the board game works. We pick two famous people and/or mammals, both of whom are pretty boring. We compare and contrast them for a while, and at the end of the game, I get to choose who's the biggest bore. So tonight on the board game, who's more boring, Anne Hathaway or a spider monkey? Well, on the one hand, Anne Hathaway is an actress whose films have earned over $6.8 billion worldwide, $13 of which I paid to see her in Get Smart, but then walked out after 10 minutes. As a teenager, Anne Hathaway struggled with depression, which coincidentally is exactly how I feel watching Anne Hathaway act. Anne Hathaway says she's not a fan of talking to people on the phone and thinks it's terrifying and weird to have to make a phone call, a phobia known as T-Mobile-itis. Many critics have compared Anne Hathaway to acting legends Judy Garland and Audrey Hepburn. And by compare, I mean they say, Anne Hathaway, she's definitely no Judy Garland or Audrey Hepburn. Every August 3rd, since The Princess Diaries was released 19 years ago, Anne Hathaway pays her respects to the powers that be by expressing eternal gratitude for the events that led her to that breakout role. Coincidentally, every time I'm invited to an Anne Hathaway movie, I pay my respects to the powers that be by refusing to go. True and poignant. Well, on the other hand, the spider monkey is a monkey that's found in tropical forests of Central and South America, from southern Mexico to Brazil, and notable for their ability to be easily bred in captivity, as opposed to Anne Hathaway, who's notable for her inability to find a man to marry her. Spider monkeys are very intelligent and have robust memories, including the pain of having to watch Anne Hathaway in Bride Wars. During the day, the spider monkey searches for fruit, which makes up the main part of its diet, as opposed to Anne Hathaway, who during the day searches for auditions, which makes up the main part of her existence. Spider monkeys eat flowers, seeds, barks, leaves, and small insects, but they're still not as skinny as Anne Hathaway. Spider monkeys are known to convey greetings by always hugging each other with their tails when they meet, but due to the recent spider monkey Me Too movement, they now avoid getting some tail. That's a tough call, ladies and gentlemen. But if you had to pick who bores you the most, Anne Hathaway or a spider monkey, the correct answer is Anne Hathaway. And thanks for playing the board game.